They're online. I guess that's fitting for talking about a Disney movie.
Indeed.
So,
need a musical intro.
Need a musical intro. So, we saw Raya and the last, or Raya, look, I'll beat her.
Raya.
And the Last Dragon over this weekend for the ludicrous $30 on top of a subscription to, you know,
which is kind
Disney
of like,
Plus.
okay, like, I understand $30 is, like, okay, I get it, like, if you're watching it all as a family, if you have at least have 3 people watching, that's like, what, $10 a ticket, which is like a usual movie ticket? But even still, I feel like if you're already paying Disney Plus, like, every single month for, like, what, $12 or something, shouldn't you just drop the movie?
You'd think so. You'd think. But money.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, I get it. Like, the movie's probably losing a lot of its potential earnings because there's not that many people going to the movie theater anyway.
It's true.
But in any case, I still find it a little annoying. I get it as a business practice, but I do find it just a bit...
A little ludicrous.
But we have Raya and the Last Dragon.
Which is a very meh Disney film.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. It's just kind of overall, like, very forgettable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like...
I feel like it's one of those ones that, like, I'm gonna go on and really not end up caring or remembering a lot of what happened in the movie.
The concept of something I was about to say is, like, I don't even remember that much of the plot. We watched it yesterday.
Yeah, so I guess plot overview.
Yeah.
Hey, come jump on my head.
Okay.
Let's practice this. There we go. Okay, let's just start on chapter 1, I guess.
Okay.
Since you haven't played through the whole game.
I didn't do a lot of it, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, so plot overview is just, you know, gotta get the MacGuffin, classic, you know, just everyday kind of story that's really just lame. I can't remember which key it is to...
I was thinking of grabbing some food while they were explaining it, because they had to get all the dragon pieces to stop the druid, the
big bad...
like...
Okay, wait, I gotta remember all my
It's more
controls.
like an evil spirit,
Hold on.
you know?
Yeah, than anything, it's like an evil...
Feel free to customize your
Oh,
prisoner.
this is fine, sorry. Can't remember which one it is.
Is our game audio too loud?
Turn it down. Should be fine there.
Because the camera is... That's probably recording the music, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make sure that, guess we should turn that on. Never mind, I can't remember. I'll find out.
I think it's called the Droom, and it's, you know, some type of great evil...
Shit!
I don't know, some great evil force that turns people into stone. And it's evil for the sake of being...
Wrong way. Yeah. I felt like it was super boring. I'm so tired of, like, the classic MacGuffin storyline. Here, I'll just boost you. Jump on my head. There you go. Come get me! But yeah, like the forever long search for the MacGuffins is just obnoxious at this point.
Right.
You gotta come pick me up.
What button is it?
I think it's X. Okay. Go grab me. Lean over the edge. It might be one of the triggers. Lean over the edge.
Right.
You have to press it. There we go.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, yeah, I'm like, that plotline is just boring, it's basic, and it's been done 15 million times, especially by Disney.
But hey, it works. Isn't it what matters?
But it's just, I'm like so bored.
You know what? Here's my thing. I actually don't mind a MacGuffin plot. I mean, movies like Pulp Fiction have a MacGuffin plot. There's plenty of movies that have MacGuffin plots. Lord of the Rings is probably still one of my, if not my favorite films of all time.
Oh wow, you just pushed me into the water.
But I mean, that entire film is, you know, based on MacGuffin Star Wars.
Yeah,
with
you
the Death
just,
Star planet.
yeah, you have to do it right though.
My
you know?
biggest problem is I think you can have a MacGuffin plot, but I don't think that's the problem with yours. I think overall, even with its MacGuffin, that a lot of its story beats were a little bit messy.
They're weak.
I thought it was just messy.
I also
tonally
thought
pacing wise.
that the whole plot was like intensely heavy-handed. Like the whole moral of the story. It was
just
so
learning to trust.
yeah, it was like so just over and over again restated like Raya doesn't know how to trust people, she has to learn how to trust people. And then Raya would be like, I don't know how to trust people, teach me how to trust people. Okay, so press up and X and you'll boost me. There we go. But like that was like the whole thing,
Yeah,
and
I
it
mean,
was
it was once again a film that was just telling you exactly
what its
theme was. And
there was no like
no ambiguity.
let me learn what the struggle is in the story. It was just like, you know, instantly, oh, she's got to deal with her issues, her family issues. She can't trust people. Hey, come join me up here.
I don't even know how you got up there.
I just like jumped on the clouds from the
Okay.
yeah.
With the fire?
Yep. And there you go. And also, can we just talk about, I think, the worst part of the movie out of anything? Yes. The stupid dragon. That's the most annoying dragon I've ever seen in my life. I like Aquafina. That's the actress Sisu. Sisu. And I like I like Aquafina, the lady who does the voice for the come back here. For the voice for the dragon and stuff, but it was just like the humor was. She's in like Crazy Rich Asians and stuff.
Well, that was something I thought was cool that I didn't realize until just recently.
That the cast is
all entirely everyone's Asian.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. I like the representation.
That's
Yeah,
cool, right?
I remember turning to mom and being like, "Oh, it's awesome that little girls are gonna be able to see themselves in these characters."
And it was, you know what it was? It was a far better role for Kelly Marie Tran too.
Oh, for sure, because she was Rose.
And
Yeah.
I thought she was, fantastic. Which once again, like, I know there was like alleged bullying for Rose Tico, but like that's the writer's fault. That was Ryan Johnson's fault. Like nothing against Kelly Marie Tran. She's an actress, and she did a good job. And I think actually here's the thing I did like. I liked her character. I actually thought that she was a good protagonist.
I thought so too.
I agree that the theme was very
heavy-handed.
Was very heavy-handed.
Yeah, it was very like babyish, where it's like, did you get the message?
Like here's the theme.
Like, did you get it?
You can't trust. You have to learn to trust.
Oh, that's so hard to. There we go.
As a character herself, she has flaws. She overcomes it. She's also tenacious.
Yeah,
and
I really loved her as a character.
Yeah,
I thought she was super cool.
I didn't think she was like overly, obnoxious or flawless. No, like she just.
Well, she was a good, solid character for sure.
I liked the Captain Bodhi kid. I thought he was cute.
Yes, I really liked that character.
And here's something I do actually have to give praise is, I have a lot of complaints with this film, but I'm glad that it is it's an original film.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what I want out of Disney right now. We keep seeing all these, all these remakes of the classic Disney films.
You left me before we could get the yarn.
But, yeah, we've seen so many of these remakes from Mulan to Cinderella, all of them, and it's so nice to actually have like some more original stories in the vein of like Frozen and everything. Like what was that? I guess they have some. I don't know if that's Pixar or not. I guess they had Pixar and Onward.
Pixar usually has
usually
more
new
original
stuff that's still
stuff.
going on. Yeah, and so they're still making, they're still making original content, but I just hate that they're still relying on, remakes, because they still have, like, the Little Mermaid remake that's coming out eventually.
Yeah, oh, I forgot about that one. We're going in this door. I'm just trying to figure out what button it is for getting through the doors. You can go. I'll figure it out. Thank you. Not you. Yeah, I can't remember which one it is.
Is this keyboard with Castle Crafter?
I think so, yeah. As far as I'm concerned.
I would love to tell you where they put the gems.
Anyways, I think my biggest problem with the story was kind of the pacing. I felt like I really wish we would have had more time to like experience each of the lands and stuff and know them more distinctly. Like some of them we spent like 5 seconds at, and then it was like, okay, on to the next place. Like it just felt very fast. and I wanted to like learn more about each of the little clans and stuff that we were seeing, you know?
This is one of my problems because there were a couple times where I went to grab some food and it's like I missed a lot there because there's
so much that happens in like 5
jumping.
seconds, yeah.
It kind of reminded me of the opening of Rogue One where you're just like planet hopping in like every 10 seconds from like location to location. It doesn't give you enough time to like really like world build.
Yeah.
Now, another great part of the film is the animation. It's once again beautiful. You can never expect any less from Disney. They got the money to hire the best animators in the business.
The water looked like straight water.
Oh, the water was absolutely. It was amazing. That was awesome.
I think my only like gripe with the animation is like it was beautiful, but it was still something that wasn't like you know, you see films like Into the Spider-Verse and it's like because of the animation that makes this such a different story and such a unique story. And I felt like there wasn't anything that was like
keeping it apart.
Overly new about it. It just like I get really annoyed by recent Disney movies, like they just kind of copy paste faces anymore. Ever since Frozen and like Tangled, they've kept that same style, and then they just like copy paste their Disney princesses.
I get it. It's like, you know what it makes? It almost makes it seem like it's all part of the same like world.
Yeah.
Disney animated cinematic.
Well, and the other thing is like I love like hand drawn looking like 2D animation.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And I feel like 3D animation's kind of Pixar's thing. So now it's like they're just making like the same thing.
Yeah, Disney
so it's very hard to. I feel like it's really hard to tell apart like, oh, is this a Pixar film or a Disney animation one? Yeah.
Well, in some ways, I feel like you can almost.
You gotta come.
I guess that is
grab
hard
me.
because like Coco almost looks like
Pixar.
Yeah. Well, it almost looks like the Frozen.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
yeah.
like,
It's the same. It's all the same, and they're not like. I mean, this is just Disney in general, but they don't want to take any kind of risk at all.
No,
You know.
No. Well, I mean, you could say that
You gotta call for the boat.
No, I will say that they probably took a bit of a risk here. This is an original story.
Yeah.
Credit's due.
Yeah, true.
But I do just wish that the animation was maybe a little of its own thing for this film. Like they did it like what could have been really cool is if they did it in like some of the art style from like what is it, Thailand that they're based?
Yeah, it's Southeast Asia.
Yeah. Like if they used kind of the paintings,
The culture
like,
and
they look at like old paintings from that kind of more medieval time period from then. And kind of tried to use that art style. Like, one thing I loved about the opening acts of Hercules is the way that they use like the base.
Like Grecian.
Grecian.
Yeah. Don't jump on it. No.
The Grecian base painting and kind of did the style. And I'd love to see like a full animated movie
in that style.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel
like it would be really cool.
Or like a medieval one where they take like the old European
Those old
That's a
weirdy.
great animation idea.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just very intrigued by that idea.
Or at least like have more elements of that in it, you know?
Yeah, there's more variety, right? Overall.
We have to get the boat. But yeah, I think that the biggest thing though is just I hated that dragon. It was so cringy.
Yes, it was a very annoying character.
Super annoying. And just like in general, I felt like the whole time I was watching it, I was just like cringing and feeling like, wow, I'm really too old for this. You know?
Yeah,
I don't know if you felt the same way.
The same way. Like, this is
But I was like, this is not a movie for me. Sorry, here, come on, boost you.
No, I get that because I totally felt the same way. I was just like this.
I was just cringing.
A terrible attempt.
And I think the thing that broke like some of the really cool world building for me was because they'd like do this awesome world building and stuff, and then just like throw it away by saying like a really modern shit.
Yeah,
So they'd be like, we're dragon nerds, you know,
I
or
was a little thrown off by that too, where the dialogue almost felt too.
It felt too modern,
Yeah.
and it kind of ruined it a little bit.
Yeah.
I need you to hurl me here.
In fact, actually, that's what I'd say was one of the big flaws of the film is that, like, overall, the script, like the screenplay,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
the actual dialogue was
'Kay,
weird,
here.
It was a bit weird and a bit jarring.
Uh-huh.
And it didn't.
Never mind.
It felt like it was trying to be too modern, and it just felt jarring to me.
Oh, me too.
A lot of the lines. I can't take examples off the top of my head right now, but I felt that all the way through.
Yep. Well, it was like the line where the dragon shows up and she's like, "Remember when you had a group project?" It's like, no, I don't, because I'm not in the modern school system.
Right?
It's like,
which I get it. Okay, like other Disney animated films have done that. Like Genie from Aladdin was, of course, breaking the third wall.
but he's a genie, so like,
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I guess it makes more sense, but he's like in our world and age. So, but that's like a completely, they're in a detached world, they're in like a complete fantasy land, you know?
Right.
So it's a little different like of a scenario, I feel like, than it is with like this one.
Well, maybe here's a bigger thing.
Well, and it's like, if it was just the dragon saying modern things, whatever.
Yeah.
But like the lingo of just the day-to-day characters.
That's true. They were the same way, and I don't.
Because Aladdin was never like, oh, I remember when the Bee Gees were singing that song called "Staying Alive." That's how I feel. I don't know, like.
That's true. No, I picked that up from even some of Raya's dialogue and some of the other characters.
Yeah.
Felt modern. I'd have to rewatch Aladdin to see if that critique kind of holds up in that way. But
Well, I'm pretty sure it's only the genie that makes like
that kind
the
of
pop,
the pop culture type
references. Yeah. But yeah, that really annoyed me. I was just kind of like, just cringy.
I guess one of my big problems too is once again it's just that it didn't stick with me. I can't say I cared to rewatch it.
No.
There's always a sad thing about it, though, I would say. I mean,
Yeah.
Certain films that like are maybe just heavy and they're hard to watch, but
Most films you'd like hope that they'd want to see again.
You wanna watch again, right? And pick out
Grab me!
things. But when it's that like, I don't know, when the themes
Grab
and
me!
everything is just so clear, you know, it's, I don't know, it just comes off as
Yeah, no, I get that. Well, and it was very clear what the themes and the plot were, like,
people don't trust people.
like, oh, Raya doesn't trust people, that's her problem, why won't she trust people?
Here's something that I thought about, is that I thought the dialogue is about, like,
Well, you come grab,
relating-
you gotta,
I thought a lot of the dialogue when it comes to, like, relating and talking about the world felt also very modern.
yeah,
Like, I think what we can all feel like there's a whole lot of cynicism anymore about like how the world is. You know, and ever since 2016, I feel like in the zeitgeist, it's just been like incredibly negative overall.
uh-huh,
You know what I mean? Like when people talk about like how much the world sucks and how everything's just kind of gone to shit. Like that, I feel like that. I don't know. Like I felt like the dialogue in relation to how the world is ending almost feels like the way that people are talking about today's like global politics.
uh-huh.
You know, like yeah.
No, I get what you mean. I felt like it was very similar. And I think part of that's like on purpose. They're trying to make a point.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I don't know. I thought it was kind of heavy-handed again.
Yeah, just too simple.
Yeah, I feel like their whole point was trying to be like, oh, relatable to the current age, but like, there's no deeper plot on top of that. And it's like even the villain can't actually just be a villain. It has to be like, it's born from humans, because humans are evil.
Right. Right.
Yeah. And so it's like, okay, well then is this just gonna come back?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rune is he just a part of humanity per se?
Uh-huh.
Problems of our weakness?
Probably something like that. Okay, you also have to, there we go. But I just felt like, once again, that was a little bit heavy-handed, and it's just a little bit overly preachy to me. Like, I get it, kids can't understand things sometimes, but like, give them a little bit of, like, give them some regret it. We can figure some things out. Dude, you abandoned me. You can't do that. Okay, now you go down. And stand there. Don't ditch me. But yeah, I don't know. I guess you just gotta have a message somehow. I just felt like it shoveled the message down my throat. I just get bummed out when I see a lot of Disney movies, because it's like, you know, growing up with the Disney Renaissance, it's like, it's so spoiled, you know, where it's, you had this like awesome, just myriad of films that every single one of them I'd go back and watch again like anytime.
Oh yeah.
Because they're also unique
Aladdin
and
Mulan, Lion King,
yeah.
Little Mermaid, all of them are, you can watch them. And, like, I feel like I'd be, if somebody asked me, hey, you want to watch this? I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
I pretty much like any time. I'd probably be
all
like,
our slam dunks and all of them have such memorable worlds.
yeah,
Right?
they do.
And I don't know.
And characters and stuff.
I don't know if it's because maybe kids nowadays have the same attachments that we did to these other properties. I
And
don't
now
know.
it's like an us thing.
Yeah, like maybe it's us just being older and
Here, I'm gonna
and
boost
having
you. Come
to,
stand on my head.
and having to look at, you know, and we don't have that perspective. Like maybe our own little cousins, maybe this will be as important to them as it was for us. You know, like some of the Renaissance films. But I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it's hard to judge that,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Will they be saying the same thing? Like, oh, they just don't make films like Tangled anymore, or
The Tangled was good.
Moana.
Tangled was one of the best. Tangled was one of my favorites. You can't play like Flynn Rider's character.
No.
But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, here's the thing, like, if you ask me what, like, the side characters' names were, I wouldn't know.
Oh.
Like, oh, there's the strong guy, and oh, there's the con baby, and there's the monkey, and there's the kid. But, like, you don't know them personally enough that you can remember their names. And you can have a big cast, but remember all their names. It's like, you don't forget Legolas, you don't forget Boromir, you don't forget Aragorn. Aragorn. You don't forget.
Sin.
Sorry, you don't forget them like you forget, like, their cast. I feel like that's what, you know? Like, you can do a big cast, but and have them be memorable, but I feel like they did a big cast and it wasn't very memorable at all. You didn't know the dwarves' names. But they did make them, like, individual enough that it stuck. And those characters were individual, but there just, like, wasn't enough time given to each of them. And yeah, once again, whatever the big buff guy was, all his dialogue was super cringy too. The whole time where he's like, I'm going to torture you! That was really cringy. That was really cringy, really wonky, kind of. We're here on the boss actually, so yeah. Oh.
Who does it go before we start?
It goes to me because I'm the guy with the trophy, I guess. But yeah, I thought that was pretty janky right there too.
Yes.
And I just, whatever the bad guy's face was, I just wanted her and Raya to kiss. That's all I wanted.
Oh, you talking about like the lady?
Cat lady.
I guess there wasn't much of a technical plot.
No. That's always
It
cool.
was like a malevolent force, but not really like a thing as much as it was just like almost like a volcano about to explode.
Yeah.
It was some type of force of nature. Some of the emotional beats were pretty good though at the end.
Yeah, I agree.
Some good.
The ending was pretty cool. I liked the idea that it was like, there wasn't, once again, there wasn't a like solid bad guy or anything, and like the whole line of like, you're just as responsible for killing Sisu as I am, and like that whole sequence I thought was cool. but like, you know, other than that, it was like, you gotta stand on my head and I'll boost you. Okay, now grab me. Grab me! Stop ditching your partner! Nope, that's not. Okay, well. Okay, onward.
Have these studios made any new games?
I don't think so.
Their most recent.
I can't remember if they've made anything new since Battleblock Theater. I think that's been it. I know Dan Slovato is like worked on. Is that him? That's him, right? No, I think that's a different guy. It's Dan something. It is Behemoth Studios. It's like Dan and something else. Dan Slovato is the guy who did Doki Doki. I'm misremembering. They have like their guys show up at the beginning. Yeah, these games are just fun comedic wise.
I played Alien Comet. I never played it. I think it's on Switch. I think you can play it on Switch.
That would be fun.
Let's see how. There's going to be some fun games coming out.
Yeah.
One thing I'm excited for is I'm going to play Republic Commando on Switch when that releases. That's like a good game. It's like the best. I think it's one of the best Star Wars video games. It's like Halo and Star Wars, but it's really fun.
We sure know how to make the best of a confusing and hopeless situation.
I love these.
Boy, this place is quite the enigma, wouldn't you say? I would. And you know, a little warning would have been nice. You know, before they threw us headfirst into this gladiatorial, prisony place with its perilous medley of twisted stage productions that shred the silky fabric which weaves together the fragile blanket of sanity that keeps us sane. But you know, whatever. Either way, it's safe to say we're in quite a pickle jar here. We gotta rescue our friends and get back to Mr. Boat. I mean, they do the same for you, and adventuring just wouldn't be the same without, I don't know, this guy. Best chef in all the land. Food so stupid delicious, one taste would blow your face through the back of your head.
I think I'm being
like
the chef
bang,
guy.
splat. And who could forget this quirky fellow? You know, he owns a bat farm back home, and his lifelong dream is to breed a terrifying race of super bats. None of which makes any sense, of course, because he's absolutely terrified of bats. And this lovely lass always tells the best bedtime stories. Hands down. Plus, she always smells like chocolate, so that's good. And then there's this guy, and this handsome fellow, and that thing. All your best friends imprisoned, and they don't like it very much because it's bad and horrible. And then there's Hattie, the best friend of all. Why did he stab us in the back and twist the blade? I mean, just this morning he gave everybody flowers and presents, and now he goes out of his way to hurt our feelings? Oh, I think not. You can't fool me. Hattie would never betray us. Betray us. Never! Something fishy's going on here, and I think I don't like it right now at all. It must have something to do with that scary, albeit fashionable hat. Sure looks evil. I mean, it's glowing red and stuff. Glowing red stuff is always bad. Everybody knows that. So what dangerous treats lie in store as we continue to unravel this treacherous sweater? I don't know, but use caution as you continue your gallant endeavor. Don't like fail and die and stuff, because it's all up to you now.
I love those sequences.
Why did you do that? That was scary.
I guess we should just hit the time too.
So we could probably just go there, because I don't know about you. I guess we should just put a rating at this point, because I don't
Yeah, let's rate it.
I don't have
much more to say about it. It was so average that I can't remember enough or stuck with me enough.
Let's say you put a review on the film app. What would you say?
I give it like a 2.5.
And that's out of 5, right?
That's out of 5.
So
yeah.
if I gave you a 10, what would you rate it?
5.
Yeah, I was thinking 5.
4.5.
Because for future videos, and for anybody who may end up watching these, I'd say that 5 is like your average film where you're just like, yeah, it was alright.
Yeah, that's good.
You know? So, I mean, maybe gets to the 4 area, maybe 5, you know, 4.5, 5. I'd probably put this film where it's like, it's forgettable.
I'd put it like a 4.5, I think.
But I don't know exactly where to place it. The animation, you know, I'd probably give it a 5 just for how beautiful the animation was. It's very pretty to look at. And there's some cool design choices. I liked the rolling guy.
Yeah, that was
little
cute.
character,
That
and
was
I liked the way
cool.
that it
Tuck
rolled.
Tuck.
Yeah, I thought that was
See, I
really
remember
cool.
that character's
Nice.
name.
Yeah, I mean, the story was messy. A lot of the lines I thought were pretty just jarring, or just, I don't know, what's the word? I don't know what word I'm looking for the dialogue.
Unrealistic.
Realistic, a bit cringy.
Cringy.
Jarring even.
Jarring,
maybe.
yeah. Disattached.
But I thought some of the characters were fun. Some of the characters were super weak. So,
Yep.
maybe I'll give it a 5.
I give it a 4.5. It was slightly less than average.
Yeah, it's not a film I don't think I'd care to rewatch.
No.
I mean, if somebody was just had it playing on, I might, maybe. But, I don't know. Pretty forgettable overall.
Yep.
But
Pretty basic Disney tropes. Pretty basic story.
But hey, cool representation.
But cool
beautiful
representation, beautiful
so-
animation. Hey, it rhymes.
Yeah.
Good representation,
but,
good
if you
animation.
want to spend $30, have at it. I wouldn't recommend it.
No, I'd wait.
I'd just wait
I'd
until
wait.
it comes to Disney Plus.
Yep.
That's,
I wouldn't spend your money.
yeah.